as we began to look at the possibilities of the NFL trade deadline, we looked at some teams that may be buyers. What about the sellers? What about some teams that may be in a position, particularly in a couple of weeks, to really look at, hey, towards the future? The Cleveland Browns, I know they got the big win over the Green Bay Packers. I don't know that that's sustainable. Greg Newsome, tight end David Njoku are veterans in the final years of their contracts. Probably going to be a big player in terms of getting money somewhere else with contenders. So I think moving those guys for picks makes a lot of sense. And a quarterback room that is a 40-year-old veteran like Flacco and Gabriel and Shadur Sanders being rookies, I think we're going to look at the possibility of them trading some guys that have some interest in the market and getting some picks. The Miami Dolphins. Look, this is a couple of players I think that could be trade options for them. Low outside expectations that people have. I think they're absolutely going to be sellers. The New Orleans Saints. They're no longer a team that's for the now. They don't have a now because of their quarterback situation. I just think that they need to look at Kellen Moore in his first year. They're going to have to retool this roster. Maybe Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, each who signed through 2026 could be of interest in teams looking for skill position help. I'd include Cam Jordan here. He's in the final year of his deal. It's about impossible to imagine him finishing career anywhere but New Orleans. They're probably not going to move on him, but I think this team is lacking talent in certain key areas, and I think they need some picks for the futures. The Giants, even if Jackson Dart plays well, I do think if ownership understands that they've potentially got their quarterback of the future, even though they're not quite there yet because he's not quite ready, I think they need to look at the possibility of making some moves. They pick up the fifth-year option on edge rusher Kayvon Thibodeau, so he signed through 26. But the Giants' depth in the defensive front seven, I think could be improved. So let's see if they fall out of contention if they make that move. And the Raiders, I know it's Pete Carroll's first season, but it's under new management. They're looking things over. Jacoby Myers is off to a good start, but he did request to trade this offseason because he wasn't able to get a contract extension. He's a free agent at the end of the year. Probably not going to be back. If you get further down in the standings and you're looking at the future, that is certainly someone, among a couple of other players, that they may look to make a move. Those are some potential sellers in the trade market. We'll keep you up to date. Keep it right here. Subscribe, like, and share.